I just got wind that Michaels is releasing a line that has references to the Haunted Mansion in terms of the ride's architecture, its motifs, the fabric and materials that are sprinkled throughout. As a major fan of the Haunted Mansion ride at Disneyland, I am always on the hunt for any Halloween decor that gives that very eerie, Gothic, vintage atmosphere that this ride just like perfectly encapsulates. I'm really curious to see if this line is for me. It sounds like it. I mean, my channel name is called Happy Haunts Library. It is a direct reference to a song that you hear as you go through the ride. So, I mean, this line might be perfect for me. I might have some critiques. Knowing me, I probably will. And so yeah, it's really kind of a toss-up because Michaels can be so hit or miss for me. And in most recently, it has kind of been more of misses than hits. So I'm gonna brew myself up some tea, grab my laptop, and let's check things out. All right, I have my tea, which if you're a tea person like myself, I have the vanilla uncaffeinated tea from Harney and Sons. I have Michael's up on my screen and let's dive in. Okay, so this is my question. I always am like, where the heck do we go? All right, so I think we're over here and all right, they have a tab that says Summerween. I'm still shocked that Summerween has taken off so much this year. And I don't know, do you guys have any theories on this? It went from being something that was kind of a little bit underground, a little bit niche, actually very niche, to something that like is being commercialized, is being, big in home goods stores, TJ Maxx, that kind of thing. Like I did not see this coming. I just kind of think about it in the Summerween readathon sense that Gabby Reeds hosts every year. I didn't realize it was going to become so mainstream, so commercialized. It's very interesting. And I wonder what that says. I'm always curious about what that says. So we're going to click on Summerween. We have Halloween, Boo It Your Way. We have the pink line that's up on the screen here, very much influenced by Mean Girls. So all these things are in stores. Maybe you've seen them yourselves. Let me know what you think about these collections. So you can see right now, at the point of me filming this, the Sweet and Spooky decor collection and the Trick or Treat decor collection are both in stores. And one thing I do want to give Michael's props for, because I'm somebody who has probably more to say that's negative than positive about their decor lines, is that I'm really appreciative that the stuff they put out, there is enough. Like there's nothing that makes me not enjoy Halloween season more than seeing things online, having FOMO for the rare items I really, really want and just can't find in my stores. And so that's going to be like Home Goods, TJ Maxx. I really appreciate that if you want something, you are very, very likely to be able to purchase it online or in Michael's store. So thank you, Michael's, for not doing that whole scarcity thing, which I know some people love it. It's the hunt. I don't really enjoy that because if I want something, like I really want it because I feel like I rarely get that feeling. So let's move on to some of the collections that are coming soon. They have not been released on shelves, which we'll just briefly talk about. The Iridescent Moon Decor Collection. You have Alice Adventures Decor Collection, which is so interesting because to me, I think you could release that Alice Adventure Collection any time of year. Like that looks like something that would be great around Valentine's Day, spring or maybe late winter. Actually, I take that back. I think the Alice line would be better for a spring release. I don't know what they're doing releasing that now, but I did take a look at that one, and that one does have some really cool stuff where I'm kind of impressed by what they were putting out there. The Iridescent Moon decor collection is more like on the witchy side. So you have a lot of like black cats, cauldrons, references to astrology, tarot, that kind of thing, which isn't my vibe, but I know there's a huge audience for that. But what we're here for is the Dead Regency decor collection. So we're going to click on this, and I just find it hilarious because I was just looking over briefly this line. I didn't want to spend too much time because I kind of wanted this to be more like a reaction video in many ways. I was just thinking about the inspiration, the references, the allusions this decor collection is making. And I don't know if the name of this line is actually accurate to the time periods that these pieces are being pulled from. So it's interesting to see what they end up naming things and what they're kind of like trying to connect with when it comes to like popular culture. So I'm thinking Bridgerton is probably something that they were trying to connect with and make money off of, making it more like the spooky version of that. I don't know, but to me, this scream haunted mansion, 100% in so many ways. And that's what I kind of want to deconstruct with you. So the first thing we have here is a Tiffany lamp. This looks like, I don't even think I've seen something like this, but it is really cool. And I think it's like a decent size. It is $60. I've never purchased a lamp from Michael's before. I don't know if I would ever purchase a lamp. It seems like a very serious piece of furniture and not something I usually decorate with in a seasonal sense. But maybe somebody who enjoys Halloween and dark decor all year, that might work well for them. And I have to admit, I really do enjoy this throw pillow for $30. Definitely not. This fabric on this throw pillow is really harkening back to the Haunted Mansion wallpaper. That's that purple and black damask material with like the little spooky monster faces inside. And then like this gray mermaid bust is awesome. I don't think it would be something I purchase because it seems like it's a little bit too much on the like scary side of things, and I tend to go a little bit more softer. But this one made me think of that one portrait that is in the little hallway of the Haunted Mansion ride after you leave the elevator, but you're still waiting to like get into the little doom buggies. And she has like, you know, the little hair and all that like stuff coming out. Like that is such a cool piece where it makes me think like this has to be something where they were pulling directly from the Haunted Mansion. Like it's just too close, too similar. Whether it's like the damask fabric here that you have on the pillow or this really creepy mermaid. Something I am kind of tempted here is this pillar candle looks gorgeous. Oh, this looks beautiful. It is giving, oh my gosh, it looks like an urn, doesn't it? Like the base of that. Wow. That is gorgeous. And there's two sizes for that. So I think that price seems like pretty decent if it is like a heavy piece of decor like that seems like it's sufficient to me. And then we have this little black brocade skull cabinet shelf tabletop. What is this? I don't know the size. Like this has to be big, right? Like that looks beautiful. Like how big is that? 21. Okay. I need to see that in person. That looks gorgeous. Like I don't know how big that's going to be, but there's like a million things you would put in there. What could you put in there? Like so many things. I don't know. It depends on the size. It could be a curio cabinet that is on your bookshelf. Like that would be so freaking cute. Okay. Love it. And I love the little top part they have. Click on this. I love this top part. Wow. It's kind of like a seashell. And when it's like paired in conjunction with that gray mermaid, it is again an allusion to Haunted Mansion in my perspective, because you have such a maritime influence when it comes to the Haunted Mansion lore. So if you're into that and you know the story, the ride has so many different iterations of like the story that it tells as you're going through, and it's convoluted and weird and layered and not at all like linear or honestly clear to understand. But one part about the story is that there is a ship captain who gets like lost at sea in one of the versions of the Haunted Mansion story. And so you have like a lot of these motifs that are very like maritime, oceanic, sea related that would be perfect if anybody like myself wanted to create this little scene in their home that is giving a light, gentle reference to the Haunted Mansion without getting into anything that requires, trademarked merchandise. Okay, so now this is where we're getting into some like really interesting territory here, where now they're bringing up stuff like these literary genre wall signs. I think the one I'd enjoy the most would probably be the horror one. That could be cool. Interesting. Okay, the mask, random, strange, not really inspiring to me. This library sign, that's like snakeskin library tabletop sign. That's doing nothing for me. This skeleton mermaid again. Ooh. Oh wait, is this one of the ones that, okay, I don't know how I guess I do. I was about to say, I don't know how I feel about these. The pieces they have that are holographic and they go from one scene to another, but I'm lying. I do know how I feel about this, and I don't like these. But it is very Haunted Mansion in the hallway when you're walking to get on the doom buggies, and not just like holographic pieces of art in that hallway. They also have like illusions that change as you move around the space. So that kind of like reminds me of that here. And this one, I would be dying over. I would be dying over this if it didn't have the skull. And I know it's a very unpopular opinion not to be into the skulls, but I gotta be honest here. I do not like skulls. It's very rare that I will like a skull, and so you really won't see any in my decor. So yeah, that's a bummer because I love this like kind of cathedral window. It's super Gothic stained glass. Oh, so cute. I do love this though. If the quality is good on this for $20 and it's not too big, ooh, I want this. This is gorgeous. This feels very, very like when I look at this, I think of like the Winchester Mystery House. Like this would be a really cool piece to have like near my door, not outside, but like on the inside, because you kind of have like this little space when you walk into my home before you walk up a staircase. So that would be really cool to have right there, the first thing you see when you walk in. And then more like literary references here. So we have more Poe. Poe is a big feature of Michael's decor collections for Halloween. I'm getting a little curious as I'm seeing more of this art about where it's coming from, where they're sourcing it. I know last year we know that there was a lot of like AI used in the creation of their products. And that's, I think typically used as a way to cut costs. And the ethical impacts of that make me very nervous and uncomfortable. And so you see things like Red Riding Hood, Edgar Allan Poe, Jekyll and Hyde. So these are literary references. So I'm like, Dead Regency. Like there's a lot that's in here. It doesn't seem like the most cohesive collection. This piece right here says, every fairy tale has a dark side. I'm not a fan of their quotes, honestly. I think I'd enjoy this ceramic vase more if it had no text on it. So that's kind of a bummer because the lace in this like vase shape is beautiful. Oh, wow. This tabletop mirror. That is really pretty. Okay, just move myself over here. Wow. This is really pretty. I kind of like this. I don't know if I need a mirror, but it could be interesting because I haven't really like thought through my decor situation that I'm going to be doing for Halloween this year. I know you would think, but like the wedding has been taking all of my planning brain cells. So I have been like kind of dabbling in a very light, gentle setup where it's referencing Haunted Mansion without the trademark stuff, but I do have some trademark stuff. So maybe sprinkling that throughout could be fun, but God, this is gorgeous. Maybe like for a background to put a candle right in front of this, like, oh, that would just be so lovely to like, mirrors are great for making a space feel larger and it's very magical at night if you have a candle right in front of it. Okay, something to think about. And then we have this Victorian bust, which why? I don't like this. Do you like this? I don't think I like this. This looks really disturbing. And I just got news today that my at home is closing this September. So I'm wondering, like, is there going to be any kind of Halloween decor that's coming at home? Because there's another bust of a Victorian lady, and it's the one not like with the ghost sheet over it, but with like the face slightly chewed off. I've been looking for that one since last year, couldn't find it in my stores locally, and I'm like religiously adamant I will never purchase from a reseller because they frustrate me to no end. And they made a new one this year of that same bust, and it's bigger, and I don't think it lights up, and I like that more. And I'm just like, please, will I find that? Because this is scary. This is not elegant, and lovely and whimsically spooky. This is odd, and I don't think I like it. Let's move on. All right, seeing a lot of skulls here, but this skull right here, I don't like the one that's on the teacup and saucer, but this one right here I kind of can get down with. This feels very Haunted Mansion. It feels very ornate and extravagant and dark. Oh, I just realized the name actually says Ornate in it, and that's so funny. I didn't even read the name of it because I think immediately ornate when I look at this, and it looks like something somebody would actually use in a home, but it looks very elegant. I love this. Not over the top and juvenile, which is something I have long critiqued Haunted Mansion decor items as. Just very like unsophisticated and not elevated, I guess. I don't know. It's hard to explain. As much as I love that ride and all the lore, I think a lot of the merch they have is just not my taste. Happily Never After. I don't think I like that. This arched mirror is gorgeous. The clock is cool. Wow, that fountain. Is that small? That fountain is like pretty small. Look at me. Totally eating my words and thinking that this is really pretty and there's a skull in it. Already disturbed, please come in. I don't find that clever or interesting at all. These, okay, boring. This is a tabletop flower box. It's like actually dried flowers because that could be pretty. But I feel like you could find nicer ones off of Etsy or like make your own. It'll seem like really easy to do. Okay, these holographic things. This one's actually kind of cool. I don't know. I like this better than the bust of Jekyll and Hyde. This one, I could take it or leave it. Oh no. Oh my God. This is the male bust. Okay. Nope. We're gonna move on. William Shakespeare quote. Haunted mansion wall art. There we go. Didn't I say this line would be so related to Haunted Mansion? But Dead Regency. I guess I'm a little confused. It doesn't feel like the most unified line because I'm seeing literary stuff, but I'm seeing like Victorian. It feels a little bit masquerade. I don't know. I don't understand how all that is connected and tied together. This wall art is really pretty though. So I don't know. That's kind of tempting. The unfed mind devours itself. Just all these quotes. I'm like, I don't, that's, yeah. Pass. Okay, this black Sphinx cat is so funny to me. Immediately what pops into my head is the cat that is, again, in the room. Yeah, I believe it's in the room. I think it's moved many times, but when I've seen it, there is a cat statue that is in the room right before you get on your doom buggies. So funny. Okay. So many references. I love it so much. The stained glass window one is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I like that a lot. LED canvas though, so it lights up. Oh. I typically don't like things that like light up. Black snake tea light holder. Meh, I'm not a big snake person. Black crow, cloche. Not like a big thing. Wow, that's only page 1. Jeez, gonna be a lot of stuff. Again, the purple and black damask. Oh, this is cute. Little jewelry organizer. I don't think I need one, but it's kind of cute. Like if it was on sale, maybe like 70% off, I might grab it. Poe. Oh my God, I didn't realize that's Poe's head in there. Weird. So weird. Okay. Keep out. Meh. This is cool. This is cool, but God, I just hope it's not like AI. And I also like always so like tempted to just get stuff off of Etsy from actual artists than at Michael's, especially if like the price is like basically the same. Okay, how do we feel about this woman and this fabric? I don't know. Oh, that Dracula's castle, that's cool. I just don't know about the lighting though. Okay, brass mirror tray. I don't really enjoy that painting. That seems very generic. We've seen it a million times. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This. Oh no. Not the skulls. Not the skulls. Totally ruining this for me. Okay. I was about to be obsessed. Never mind. I take it back. What a bummer. Okay. This little bat is kind of cute. I don't know if I enjoyed the shape of its little wings though. Yeah, there is out front of the Haunted Mansion a hearse. So this carriage is kind of similar to that. Happy hauntings. I don't need more signs of words. Why do I love this? I wouldn't buy it, but like, this is so funny. Another literary reference. Salt and pepper on the kids, as one does. Look at those brows. Oh my God. That's actually so funny. It has to be the funniest thing. Like, I don't find any of the little statuettes that are on the toilet to be funny, or the ones that like are in the bathtub. This is funny to me. This cracks me up. Okay, spooky soiree. It's doing nothing to me. We've seen Poe busts before. Haunted ballroom. Interesting. This feels like Carmilla, like when she is just arriving to the place where she meets, I think Laura, like the main character. I love this. This is gorgeous. Or like Dracula. Ooh, I like this. This is cool. Ghostly dancers. Like, you cannot look at this line and look at this painting and not think that they were inspired by the Haunted Mansion. There is like a whole iconic scene. It's like my favorite room where they have a whole party, a little haunted soiree that they have like this whole like really cool, it's like Pepper's Illusion where they have like ghosts in the room. And this is that. I like this. If the quality, oh wait, $60? Never mind. Never mind. If it was like 99% off, then I'd get it. Okay, coffin box, meh. Ooh, okay, this is kind of pretty. It's actually really kind of pretty. Okay, we've seen these before. Big Bad Wolf. Yep, this is just like solidifying that there are a lot of references here. And of course, he is on the toilet. There's a grain of truth in every fairy tale. Read to know we are not alone. Okay. Like, so cliche. Okay, interesting. Moss. There's like moss on these. I just don't feel like this line knows who it is. Because it's like very like grim garden at home, you know? I like this. I like the wings. I like this shape. Yeah, $12.99. 50 to 70% off. I might purchase that one. Because I'm just trying to think, like, where do you put that? You put that like in a window for sure. Ugh, I don't like this at all. Not my vibe. And these portraits are 1,000%. So Haunted Mansion right here. You have these two bad boys right here, and the prices seem something way more feasible for myself. Oh yes. I love this. I think, and you get two of these? Interesting. I think I love this one on the right far more because it's like very cartoony, and the one on the left, at least online, feels more like it's real life, like real people, I guess, in there. I'm not a big fan of that. Ooh, I really like that one on the right. That one is really pretty. I love that. Oh God, more holographic. This is so like, what is this, kind of like a little bit Constance Hatchaway to me? Yeah. And this, honestly, like, let's go a little closer on this one. This one's kind of scary. My God, it looks like a legit spider. Eee! That looks a little too real. Regency block art. Yeah, I don't know. Regency? Is that the same as Victorian? I have questions. Actually, let me just research that and figure out. Regency era is 1811 to 1820, and the Victorian era is 1837 to 1901. So like it follows it. So yeah, they should have said Dead Regency and Victorian era with a fairy tale smattering. I don't know. Just, it's a weird line, but there are parts of it that I do really like, and there's other things where I'm like, oh my God, you've done this a million times, or it feels very silly and not as elegant as maybe I would want, per my taste in decor. I like this right here, the left one, not the skull lady, but the one on the left with like that really gorgeous staircase. That's pretty. Okay, a candle, pretty basic. We have a little Frankie, a little bride, and Frank in the bubble bath having a private moment. Countdown just feels very like, I don't know, I can get that at the Dollar Tree. Stack of books, I have no use for that. A little skeleton orchestra, floral arrangement, meh. Like that just seems like, I don't know, I don't like that. Okay, this, it's kind of like, you know, in the attic of the Haunted Mansion, the bride, her wedding dress. I kind of like this. How much is it? Oh, it's a candle. Oh, I don't like candles as decor because I will never light them, and then they're really hard to take care of. I wish it was just like ceramic or like a wooden block. That's a bummer. Ooh, I like this wolf. That wolf is cool. In Haunted Mansion, they always have like the little door knockers. Okay, the crow coming out of that. So ridiculous. Okay, nothing else is really piquing my interest. So many skulls, so many skulls. Let's see. Nothing. This is a very Haunted Mansion. I wish it didn't have the books on it though. That's a bummer. That could be pretty cool. Yeah, like if you're creating like a little scene and you have that. Darn, that'd be cool. What a bummer that has those silly little books on it. Okay, last page. We're wrapping it up. The Hansel and Gretel Witch. This is so funny. I mean, it's not for me, but I really appreciate that they're giving us something other than Poe. And this is different to me. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them reference Hansel and Gretel in any of their stories or any of their decor. So I'm glad they're bringing in different stories into the mix here. Okay, nothing else is piquing my interest. Home, sweet, haunted home. This is like very, very, very haunted mansion. And I know it's not like, I think it is what kind of, it's not like a wood, is it? I think it has some heaviness to it. So if it was like a wooden thing, like a plaque, I would not really be enjoying it. But since it's like, it seems like it's gonna be a little heavier, more substantial of a piece, I'm so tempted, but I don't really like that they put the spider webs and the spiders in there. Then that kind of like cheapens it a little bit. So yeah, it's kind of like a pass for me, but did we already see this? Okay. That's it. Wow. When I just kind of like glanced through this collection, I thought there'd be a lot more, honestly, that I would be excited about. And there are tons of Haunted Mansion references that are more deeper cuts or that are a bit more obvious. So I feel like there is a little bit of everything for any kind of Haunted Mansion fan. There are some things where I'd be really tempted to purchase them, but nothing I'm like dying for. So yeah, very interesting. And they like Bride of Frankenstein. I guess it's like related because like there's some literary references in here, but those are more like from the movie. There is no bride in Mary Shelley's books. So I don't know. Sometimes this stuff just feels a little bit mismatched and a little odd. This collection doesn't feel like it's the most cohesive to me. And I really wish this was like a little stone piece and not a candle. Huh. I didn't notice that before. I do kind of like her. She's reading. She's not on a toilet or in a bathtub. Yeah, so if she was like 70% off, then maybe I'd take her home and put her on my bookshelf. That could be cool. The store knocker is really cool too. Yeah. So it's not as exciting as maybe like I initially thought, but you never know. And then also you never know too, when you see it in person, the quality of things makes itself so much more obvious than online. So there might be some things where like online, I'm like, ooh, this is very tempting. And then I see it and I'm like, that looks really, really bad. And I don't want it because sometimes Michaels can be like that. So I'd love to know, what do you think? Are you excited about this line? Are there other lines you're more excited about, like that iridescent moon line, the Alice one? What are your thoughts? I feel like they could have brought in a lot of these like fairy tale pieces into the Alice in Wonderland one. Maybe make it more like a general fairy tale storyline and left this more to just be that Regency Victorian blend. And I think that would have been way more perfect for me anyways. But I'd love to know, what do you think as we've gone through this together? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you are having a wonderful summerween as we're gearing up for spooky season. I mean, for you and me, I'm sure that's already like our vibe right now. But let me know, what are your thoughts on the state of Halloween decor? Anything here piquing your interests? Are you totally over Michaels? Are you finding some really good stuff as you're thrifting? Let's chat about it down below in the comments, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.